Hi, everybody. You know me. So many of you have changed since we started this week. I've watched so many of you start to beam and become more of who you really are. And this has been such a special week for me. I really don't have anything prepared, so I kind of sat there and thought about what I was going to say. And I was born and raised in New Jersey, and I've always been a sensitive kid. I've always kind of been in touch with my emotions, unlike most men, you know. And I've always considered it more of a curse than a blessing. But as I grew older, I started to learn that, it's not so bad to be in touch with that feminine side. It really isn't. And Robert said it, when I was in the chair, he said, real men cry, and I'm glad to be a real man. I'm proud to be a real man. So, one of the things that I wanted to say is that, coming here, I was definitely a little uptight and a little nervous, just like probably most of you. Not sure what was going to happen, how it was going to happen, what was going to change, how I was going to change anything. And that fear was really, really kind of strong. I was really uptight, and I know I was probably showed a lot, first day I was here. But one of the things that I want to leave here with more than anything else that I've always struggled with because of what did happen to me that I never really realized until I started dealing with the abuse that I had suffered, was that I always had a tough time trusting people. And that always led to, friendships that were, I can honestly count my friends on one hand. I just was not very good at trusting people. And I really feel like I'm leaving here today with some friends. So that in itself is an amazing blessing. I found Robert on YouTube like most of you, probably by accident. I'm not even sure how I discovered him. I really don't. I was looking for everything. I was telling Anna this morning, I started out Roman Catholic, obviously, got rid of that real quick. I became Christian. I studied the Bible. I studied Koine Greek. I studied Hebrew. I know that book, better than 95% of Christians. Became a Christian, had a ministry, became a Jew. Yeah. I studied the Kabbalah. I studied the Zohar. I turned to Buddhism. I turned to Hinduism. I was an atheist for a couple weeks. It took me, I actually had a couple phone sessions with Robert back in 2007 when he wasn't very good at it. I'm only kidding, Robert. I love you, man. I really do. I watched his videos for the last 7 years, and I tapped along, and I always believed I'd one day get in this chair. And never imagined that it would be over the abuse that I had suffered, of course. Because at that time, when I first started looking at the videos, I wasn't even in touch with any of that. But, it's just really amazing to me how whatever that is, that source, that God, whatever you want to call it, how it does work from within you. And how we get to that place where we feel so lost and we feel so desperate and we feel so unsure of ourselves and really what is this life all about. And Robert says he teaches what the teachings of Christ were. And I work from that paradigm a lot as well. And one thing that Jesus taught was that the kingdom of God is within you. It's within you. You're not going to find it anywhere else. What he's teaching us is to get in touch with that beautiful part of you that's within you, and break free from that shackle of that monkey mind, and become that divine person that we all really are, that glow, that light, that light that we are. And since everybody's doing a song thing, I'm not much of a singer, but this is a song that when I was a little kid, I remember I had this album. It's Neil Young. And I really can't sing, people. But this song has really been kind of resonate with me, ever since I was a little kid. And I've always loved this song. And I just want to read it to you as if it were a poem, if that's okay. I want to live. I want to give. I've been a miner for a heart of gold. It's these expressions that I never give that keep me searching for a heart of gold. And I'm getting old. Keeps me searching for a heart of gold. And I'm getting old. I've been to Hollywood, I've been to Redwood, I've crossed the ocean for a heart of gold. I've been in my mind. It's such a fine line that keeps me searching for a heart of gold. And I'm getting old. Keeps me searching for a heart of gold. And I'm getting old. And this is what it's about, people. We're purifying. And gold is a pure, pure metal. One last thing that I learned, and I used to teach this when I taught the Bible in ministry, when a jeweler wants to take a piece of gold that he has mined and get off all the dross, right? All the stuff that's not pure, so that he can make a pure bar of gold or a piece of jewelry. He needs to put it in, I guess it's like a smelter or something. They burn it off, And the way in which he knows that gold has gotten to the point where it's completely pure is he's constantly looking down at it as the smelter's working, if you will, and as that thing's working. He keeps looking at it, until he can see a reflection of himself. Until you can see from within you the purity that you are. Keep on searching, folks, for that heart of gold. I love all of you. Thank you so much.
Well, the sun rises every day, reminds me that I can rise in my way, and the sun shines down for everyone, reminds me that I can shine just like the sun and shine for everyone. And shine for everyone. Well, the sun rises every day to remind us all that we can rise in our ways, and the sun shines down for everyone to remind us all that we can shine like the sun.